morning. We're on the way to take Milan to work. But we just wanted to film a quick little mini house update. We didn't realize that you guys were so very invested in the house this way.
That's a good thing, though.
It is a good thing. I just didn't know. I haven't been on my YouTube account in months because sick. But I got back on this week and I see that there's like a gajillion questions about the house. So we're just gonna give a quick mini update. So the last time that we made a video, we had just switched contractors and were expecting things to pick up. That was back in March, almost April. We were just expecting things to kind of pick up. It didn't quite happen that way. So after, we got the new contractor, we thought all the paperwork was squared away, but actually with the city, it wasn't. So there were two things going on. On one hand, the city was like giving us different answers when we would call and say, what's the holdup? Every time that we would call, they would give a different answer. On our contractor side, his paperwork lady had filled one thing out incorrectly. So that was also holding things up and we didn't know.
And kept filling it out incorrectly.
Yeah.
Like kept the same thing incorrect.
Every time.
Every time.
And so we were kind of getting the runaround and not really sure what was going on. But the killing part about it was actually the permit on our house was ready to issue under the old contractor. It just could never be issued because he wasn't licensed.
And there was no other contractor on the license.
And he didn't put his name on the application because he wasn't licensed. So basically they told us as long as they fix this error, we can issue the permit today. So eventually, this ended up being a very long process, in part because we found out during the summer that this is game changing, that you actually can have your own like account to log in and see directly what's happening. So you don't have to rely on your contractor saying like, this is what the holdup is. You can actually log in and see what's going on with the city and your permits. We figured that out way late in the game this summer, super late in the game. Now, part of that is because contractors gonna contract, city gonna city, but I also was extremely sick and in the bed, and Milan was like my 24-hour caregiver. So he didn't really have, to be honest, the bandwidth to really probably focus on it like he should have been. But in his defense, like, I was extremely ill. So once we figure all this out, permits are issued, then what happened? What happened next?
So we get the permits and the guys like, all right, so we got these people lined up, ready to roll before, but it took so long that now he has to reschedule people to come back in to do the work that we need to have done. So that takes a little bit of extra time. After that, we now have the house that's framed up. So the house is now completely framed. But before that, the guy that we were speaking to needed to make sure that it was structurally sound. So they knocked down this wall and they had to put this beam up there to make sure the entire house would be supported. And we found out that there was another like beam that needed to go up there too. Of course, right? Like
some more structural stuff.
Yeah. But turns out it wasn't as bad as we anticipated, because some of the money that we were going to use on something else didn't have to get spent, so it just went into that part. So it kind of broke even in that regard. Yeah,
because when we were waiting, the prices of lumber skyrocketed. I don't know if y'all saw that. Like, if you have been building a house over the past year, the wood has gone up, and like the cost to build a house has gone up significantly. But over the time,
is not the same.
Yesterday's price is not today's price. But over time, it went back down, so that worked in our favor. So it's not like we had to spend extra money. But the kicker is we have been paying a mortgage on this house. So we've been paying for this house since July. And it is now November. So we don't live there. So we're paying to live where we live and in the house right now. So as you can imagine, every day I'm like, what time is it? Like, are y'all done? Also, as you can imagine, my kid is like, are y'all done? So like Milan said, it is framed. They came out and framed it. They framed it wrong, has to reframe it. not completely wrong, just some things are wrong, so they had to reframe it.
And for the record too, because I probably didn't tell you, everybody that's come into that house has been like, wow, this is a beautiful frame job. Like,
yeah, I'm not shitting on the framers.
Yeah, I know.
I'm just saying like, they messed up, and we don't have time for mistakes.
Nah.
Everything costs us money, so like I'm not gonna give them extra credit for doing what they're supposed to do, and then not getting it right when we literally walked through it with them the day before.
And boom, we coming upstairs. Upstairs. Get to the top, you see, wow. Got the little guest bathroom, little second floor bathroom. We're gonna have a little laundry room action right here. Got the stackable. We're gonna cut that thing off like bye right there. Shloop. That's gonna have a little access for the window for baby Coco room. Cause this baby Coco room, this her room, this all her. Right, and then she got a little closet for her wardrobes and such. All right. Then we got the guest bedroom / office. You know what I'm saying? Put a little couch, you know what I'm saying? Put the little bed right there. Gonna have a little battle station right here for the office, like one, you know, a big desk and everything. Thing open up, looking nice, looking lovely. Oh wait, there's another level? Yup, sure is. Came up here to the top part, you know what I'm saying? Penthouse thing. Don't worry about that exposed brick. That's fell through.
So anyway, Milan is much more forgiving than I am when it comes to what we spending on this house. Probably because I'm the budget person. But and Milan is the working person, so he's just like, we got it, it's fine. And I'm like, no, it's not fine.
The process we are in, the part of the process we're in now, plumbing and electrical are happening. I met with them yesterday. Both guys very knowledgeable, ready to work. They ready to come in on Monday. So we're trying to get this like boom, 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 so that my wife will stay with me and she won't divorce me over this house, because I do. It seemed like she don't like me right now. So I'm like walking like, we watched Mean Girls last night and everything. I don't want to watch Mean Girls, but I did it because yeah, so to that point, I know that y'all have lots of questions, and I honestly, like, when I feel there's an update, I post it. There just hasn't been one. But part of the reason why I haven't had a lot of updates is because I'm pregnant, and I, like most probably mothers who want to kind of have things in order for their kid, Milan has largely kept me out of the stress of the house, because my suggestion is, if it's not done by a certain date, we should sell the house. Because we've already made a ton in equity. We've made money on the house already, and so we will see how quickly they will get our house done, and if we keep the house. Hopefully they get it done quickly. They do understand that I'm pregnant, about to pop out a kid, but most likely what's gonna happen is we're gonna have to move while we have a newborn, unfortunately. So I'm not very happy about that, as you can imagine, but that's life, so we're gonna roll with the punches. Yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much the update, y'all. Like, the house is not done. The update is the house is not done, and we're paying for it. The house is not a home.
The house is not a home.
If there's no one sitting there to hold you tight.
All right, so I hope the next update is the last update.
Be my baby, still in love with me in January.
So wish us luck, y'all. Wish Milan luck, because he needs it.
Pray for me.
All right, bye guys.